and welcome to the Fastmarkets Live Lounge, brought to you by Aquatech. And we are recording this live on location. We are here at the Lithium Supply and Battery Raw Materials Conference. We're broadcasting from Las Vegas. I'm Georgia Tolley, and I'm delighted to say that today I've been joined by François-Xavier Rame. Now, he is the CEO of Adionics, which is a company at the very forefront of advanced direct lithium extraction technologies. It's a really fascinating sector, and I'm very much looking forward to digging into it. Now, François brings 30 years of international leadership experience across engineering and also industrial sectors. He has a track record of transforming underperforming businesses into high-performing, innovation-driven organizations. Now, since stepping into the role at Adionics, he's been basically helping to drive the company's bold vision to reshape how lithium is extracted, with sustainability, efficiency, and performance at its core. So it should be a very interesting conversation indeed. François, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here. I'd like to focus first on your career. How did you end up, moving from engineering and industrial operations into specifically lithium?
So, first of all, I'm a chemistry and process engineering engineer. So, having, spent all my career in engineering and project management, companies with high technology content. When I've been proposed this position as a Adionics CEO, it makes an evidence to me that it was, bringing my initial background together with my expertise. And that's it.
I mean, the pressure was on because there was this expectation for you to sort of turn things around. And you have led multiple transformation initiatives over your career. Lots of challenges. What have those challenges taught you?
Well, I will take one example. It was mostly 12 or 15 years ago. I would say my first role as a leader, head of operation in a mid-sized engineering company. I arrived, bunch of a portfolio of projects with lots of issues, delays. I had to, fly over the world, go to Thailand to discuss with subcontractors, to manage with my clients, to avoid the penalties, then go to the United States, then to the Middle East. And I said, I can't continue like that. Firefighting mode is impossible. And I sat with people, sit down with people, understanding what they were doing, how they were doing, and what was not working, And based on that, with all this discussion, I set up I'd call it a lean engineering program, where I focused on, getting the people working together. This is, I think, one of the important things. I will, keep talking about this interview, and setting up, workload management, and finally, 200 million euro of projects have been delivered with, improved margin. So, as a leader, I would say the takeaway from this is spend time with your team, spend time with your people, be on the ground, be in the field, check their habits, in order to be demanding, but be demanding in goodwill. I think that's very important.
Yeah, you're clearly, don't hesitate to get your hands dirty, so to speak, and to shake things up. How would you describe your leadership style? Do you go in there all guns blazing?
No, I will take two letters, C-O, co.
Okay. Co.
And this you have collaboration, cooperation, co-working. And I think this is very important. It's really to have the people work together, have the people to understand where you are going and make them work together. I see many organizations where you are, people working in silos. And all my work as a leader, as an operator, is really to work on this interface. People, what is in and out. And I think this is very important.
I'm intrigued to hear about how important you feel it is for people to see each other face to face and to work as a team.
Exactly.
I'm very tempted to ask you a question about the whole sort of working from home sort of culture as a consequence. I know it's slightly off topic, but
problem,
what was your position on that as a consequence?
In engineering, it's effectively a teamwork.
Yeah.
Where with a lot of disciplines that have to cooperate, collaborate together, in a structured manner. When COVID came, I've been able to put 200 engineers, at home and working together with the 3D modeling. And what was very important is that we set, not daily, but I would say weekly routines, for the people to feel like they were, on their work. So we were doing, tea breaks, lunchtime discussion, in order to say that, feel like it's like a normal day work.
So you still kept them together,
Exactly.
as working as a team.
Exactly.
That's really interesting. You joined Adionics at a very pivotal time, at a scary time in some ways for the company. What excited you about the company's, mission? What attracted you to the company?
Okay. So you're right to say that it's. I arrived at a pivotal time, but for me it's a pivotal time because we are moving from, research and development to now industrial, setup. So, and this, what makes me, very excited about that is that I've seen that we have, outstanding capabilities. First of all, and I will talk later on, I believe about that, it's about our chemistry. Talking about DLE, many DLEs, we are unique. And our chemistry, we have outstanding facilities within Adionics about laboratories. That's the first point. And the second point is that, I've seen that this chemistry, as it is specific, normal process tools, normal simulation tools do not work. And all the internal people, they have been able to develop AI-driven, modelizing tool, in order to demonstrate that now what our pilot is doing, and it's fully matching. And all these two points, makes me really think that we have, an outstanding, process, and makes me believe that we are on the right way.
And just to be clear, this process is proprietary. Only your company knows how to do it.
Yes.
And it's been developed in-house, effectively.
It has been totally developed in-house. We have 7 families of patents that have been developed, on this technology.
And what is so exciting about DLE? Why is the industry talking about it so much?
As I said, we are unique. Basically, you have dozens of DLEs. And here on this conference, you have been able to see that we have a lot of them, and there are 2 kinds, solid liquid extraction or liquid. Alors, we are doing liquid, but in a specific way, using what is called a part of the supramolecular chemistry. Wow.
You can tell we're going. I'll nod and agree, but I might not understand from now on.
I will just say 2 words to make it simple. We are using low energy interaction compared to covalent liaison, what you see in acid-base. So it's low energy interaction based on specific, designed molecules. And we have designed molecules like this that catch the lithium, but with low energy interaction, so it can catch and release it very easily. That's the beauty of Adionics.
And does that mean that you're able to capture more of the brine, more of the lithium from the brine more quickly?
Yes. So we are very selective, high recovery rate, and high purity.
Why do you think the industry still seems to sort of misunderstand or underestimate DLE? Do you think they do still misunderestimate it?
It's not a misunderstanding, but I think now for DLE, it's what is important is and for us, it's to have a structured industrial program, to move, from this technological space of development to industrial plants.
And how close are you to that industrial phase?
So we are working, actually, we have demonstrated, and with our client, we have demonstrated, I would say the performance of our technology. And now we are working, with, I would say, all our supply chain of equipment suppliers, to have all the data and the process data, from all our equipment in order to build the coming units.
Okay, so looking ahead over the next few years, what will success look like for Adionics?
So we are focusing these days, on continuing the work with our shareholder SQM. Mm-hmm. So the first lithium producer in the world, and moving from pilot test that has been successful, to, I would say, with this difficult market, to commercial units with a size acceptable with their capex, operations. So that's the first focus. The second one is a focus on the key projects in the United States with one of our partners, which is their Aquatech.
Fantastic. How convenient.
Great.
Okay, so Adionics is obviously a French-based company,
yes.
Working in a very global industry. I'm interested in Europe's role in this lithium supply chain and its importance, and also the importance of sovereignty of supply.
Yeah, so I think for Europe, and especially for France, in the lithium business, we have large projects of battery gigafactories. So in the north of France. So I think that's where France will be quite key in this lithium industry. And we have also there is also project in lithium refinery, and for the circular economy, battery gigafactory, it will be battery recycling. And that's an area where Adionics, we are develop a specific, liquid media, in order to recover lithium from black mass from the battery recycling.
So do you foresee what will be where will you be getting the raw material from? Are there lithium deposits in Europe? Or will they be from the recycled batteries?
It could be from the recycled batteries. Then it's mostly from South America, or there are some projects in Germany or other parts of Europe, but limited.
What advice would you give to others who are looking to enter this market? There's this kind of, it's not quite feeling like a gold rush at the moment, because obviously the lithium price is quite low and everyone's feeling a bit shaky about it. But just say in the next few years, lots of companies want to get involved. What would be your first piece of advice, or a key piece of advice?
I would say first of all, it's linked to innovation, and linked to innovation. I think first of all, I would say that it's work on your differentiator, work on what makes you different from the others, what makes you more competitive to the others. And second of all, it's bring facts and results. Be transparent with your clients, and that's exactly what we have done. We have clients that have, studied dozens of DLEs, and at the end, with all our work and capacity to deliver from our pilots the results, now they are understand us, and now they are adopted our technology.
So just before I ask my final question, I'm just going to mention that obviously you can hear lots of plates clattering in the background. We're not in the kitchen. That is because obviously we are here at a conference, and they're providing lots of food for those who, the hungry networking delegates,
Okay.
some of whom are listening to us here. But just so you know, that's the clattering in the background, which continues apace. Clearly, a lot of plates coming through for this afternoon. But that does. I'm just going to move to my final question now, despite the noise. And we are asking this of all our guests. What do you think your biggest takeaway will be from this event? We've got another 24 hours or so to go. What do you think will be the biggest lesson learned or the key takeaway?
No, I'm a first timer to this event.
Welcome.
Because I've been CEO of Adionics only for the last 3 months. And for me, it was very exciting to see in a single place all the lithium ecosystem. Okay, and yesterday evening, we have won the Innovation Award. And I think for me, it's, a great reward for all the team, for all the Adionics people, that have been working for years to come to this technology. So I think that's one of my walking away of this conference.
Amazing, yeah, fantastic, and congratulations on that recognition. It sounds
Thank you.
very well earned indeed. François-Xavier, thank you so much for what was a really interesting interview. I feel like we've gone through an interesting journey, both through your career and also for Adionics and what's to come for the company as well. So thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much
for your time, and thank you to everyone who has been listening, either on their headsets here or later on at home. If you've enjoyed this episode, please do look for the rest of our season, for the rest of our episodes. You can find them wherever you get your podcasts. So that's on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, whichever one your favorite platform might be. You can also watch the full videos on our Fastmarkets YouTube channel. As we just heard, huge thanks to Aquatech. They're our sponsors for this series. And of course, if you follow us on social media, you will have the opportunity to interact. So you can follow, please do like if you like it, and please do leave your comments as well. But most of all, thank you very much indeed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.